Wondering where the best Thanksgiving meals can be found? Wondering which stores have the best deals? I'm Jacob Pyle. Today on this very special edition of Podcast in a Car, I will show you around some of the best places you can take your family eating and shopping. So get your bellies ready and your tummies full for a look at making the best out of your Thanksgiving. That's coming up right now on Podcast in a Car.
This is Podcast in a Car, a weekly travel tour through some great towns in Indiana, both big and small. Your host for Podcast in a Car is Jacob Pyle.
Thank you, Colin, very much. Welcome to Podcast in a Car. I'm glad you could join us. Our Thanksgiving trip this week takes us to Indianapolis, Indiana. Well, actually, our first stop in our journey today is actually in Carmel, Indiana. I tried this delicious place out in Carmel the other day, and the food there was absolutely delicious. The food there is great. It's a great place, really, to take your family for Thanksgiving if you're one of those people that don't like to cook. Our first stop on our journey this week is MCL Restaurant and Catering in Carmel. And today, just for fun, I'm going to show you one of the best. I heard it's the best, but I've never tried it before. But it's one of the best places you can actually go and eat at. It's really cool, and I think you're going to love it. So, as I was saying, Thanksgiving is sort of a big deal for my family. I remember when I was a kid every year, we used to actually go out to eat. We wouldn't go out to eat, but we would have dinner over at my grandpa's house. And of course, we don't really do I still spend time with my dad on Thanksgiving, but Dad's literally the only family I have right now. As far as family in state, I have a lot of family on the mom's side that lives out of state, and every year they always do. Thanksgiving meals, and so I'm actually looking forward to. I'm already at the place we're going to be at today. It's called MCL Cafeteria. I haven't been up there before, but I hear their food's pretty good. So if you guys are ready, I'm going to go ahead and head on inside, and I'll see you guys when we get inside. Okay, so obviously, as you can tell, I'm in MCL Cafeteria. They have a lot of delicious food. I was looking along the lines and stuff, and they have really amazing food. So today I just got me some chicken and some macaroni and cheese. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna enjoy my meal, and then I will see you guys shortly. Don't worry, I eat chicken kind of funny. I don't know why. This is good. I think that's Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. Oh, it's the best. When I was I remember when I was a kid, I used to, or when I was in school, we used to actually go on field trips. Although we wouldn't stop here, there used to be a place also in Carmel called Old Country Buffet. Similar idea, except you serve yourself, and it's all you can eat.
And boy, I tell you what, this chicken definitely brings me back to those days. I used to devour their chicken like crazy. It was really good. But if you go to but if you go to some place like MCL, like I paid $14 for this. They actually charge you for what you put on the plate. I don't know if they charge you by the pound or if they charge you based on what food you order. I think they charge you by what food you order. I mean, I paid $15 for this, and it's a really good deal.
I'm here. Can you see all the order rolls and I speak to them? Okay, just trust me on something, or you want to tell me what you want? Okay, and cold fried chicken with that? And your meeting's at 5:30? Okay, I'll be ready. Bye.
Coming up, now that we stuffed our bellies, we are going on a trip to one of the biggest malls in Indiana to do some Black Friday shopping. That's coming up in a moment, but before we get into that, I always enjoy collecting old commercials. During my spare time, I love to go through rummage sales and Goodwills and thrift stores, looking for blank VHS tapes with hopes of digging out old commercials to show you guys. You know, talking about MCL Cafeteria, who remembers another cafeteria by the name of Jonathan Bird's Cafeteria? Well, here are two classic commercials from 1993 on Jonathan Bird's Cafeteria. We'll be back in a moment.
At Jonathan Bird's Cafeteria, we take pride in serving the best food anywhere. In fact, we will serve just about anywhere. Jonathan Bird's Catering will prepare and serve a delicious banquet for your wedding reception, picnic party, or get-together. Jonathan Bird's Catering offers an almost endless variety of menu items and will work with you to help you select the perfect combination for your guests. Jonathan Bird's Catering also offers elegant banquet rooms that can seat up to 600 people. Turn your next get-together into an unforgettable event. Call Jonathan Bird's Catering, 881-8888. If you like good food at a reasonable price, you'll love Jonathan Bird's Cafeteria. The first thing you'll probably notice is the size. After all, Jonathan Bird's is the largest cafeteria and banquet facility in the world. Then there's the serving line, with more than 20 mouth-watering entrees and 30 tantalizing desserts to choose from, all lovingly prepared in our kitchen. And if you change your mind about dessert, don't get up. We'll bring it to you. Sure, it's the largest, but it's also the best. Jonathan Bird's Cafeteria at I-65 on Main Street in Greenwood, exit 99.
Okay, we are back as promised. We are now going to visit one of the biggest malls in Indiana. I would say that this particular mall visit has about 3 floors. The name of the mall is the Circle Center Mall. Now, I was hoping to actually show you some of the stores you could visit in the mall, but to be honest with you, when I filmed this, we got there at a bad time. Most of the stores were closed. There was a few things I was able to show you, but we weren't really allowed. But I wasn't really able to show you any of them. So, but I will show you what I can. And here's the look at Circle Center Mall.
So today we're actually going to drive. We're in Carmel right now, but I am actually going to drive all the way to downtown Indianapolis today because we are going to actually. We're going to go to the Circle Center Mall, and we are going to actually show you some of the places that you can actually go to. Some of the best stores and best shops at the mall where you can get good Black Friday deals. I think you're going to love this. From what I understand, I heard from where I was earlier, I heard it was going to be like a 40, almost a 50-minute drive from the cafeteria to Circle Center Mall. So maybe we should have went to Fashion Mall. We'll go to Fashion Mall another time, but I hear Fashion Mall is in the north side of Indianapolis, and we drove past it not too long ago. And there out a lot of interesting things. Wow, I'm having so much fun. I hope you are at home. Yeah, it looks like we're almost to the downtown Indianapolis area. I can see the skyscrapers from here.
In a quarter mile at Monument Circle, take the second exit and stay on North Meridian Street.
Oh, this is Monument Circle. Oh, wow. Look at this. I'm going to take a picture of this and show it to Dad. He's going to freak out. Oh, boy. Next week we're gonna be back up here again because oh shoot, I guess I'm way. Okay, now I'm on the right track. Oh wow, circle of lights still look pretty at this time.
Exit the traffic circle onto North Meridian Street.
Follow the yellow brick road. Alright.
In 800 feet, your destination will be on the right. Your destination is on the right.
I see that. Are you sure it's not on the left? Your phone is too hot. Let it cool down before using multi-window again. Are you kidding me? Oh. It's too hot, my butt. Okay. Oh shit. Go ahead. Sorry. Not realized there was a. Apologize. Oh boy. Yeah, I guess you cannot turn right on that road. Hang on. Hang on. I'm gonna. I see we're at the Circle Center Mall now, and there's, and look, man, right here, we found it. Got it. Okay. All right. I bet you we'll probably have to pay to park too. other thing to mention too, when you're driving, you have to make sure. Try to find a parking space and pay for my parking, and then I will see you guys shortly. Hi guys, how you doing? I just made it into Circle Center Mall, as you can plainly tell. Let's see. Okay, I'm assuming, is this it? Let's see. Photographs of it. Okay, so right now I'm at the parking garage over by Circle Center Mall. I'm gonna go get we're gonna go check it out. So I'll see you guys later. This is a good view of Indianapolis, I'm telling you. Now, I'm not going to be able to actually show you all the stuff that's long as involved, because this isn't a half an hour, but I've got all these. The same stuff as the Markham aspect is a lot bigger. Oh, wow. This is really nice. I'm on the top floor. Look at this. This is our actual arcade. Alright, so as I mentioned, this is a pretty cool mall. I am walking through this right now. You can see, like I just passed arcade. There's so many wonderful things. I was like I said, this is the biggest mall in Indianapolis. And then this is the actual cinema. We're not actually going to go past the cinema portion of it, but boy, I tell you, if you're where I am right now, I think you'll find it pretty cool. A lot of amazing shops. I'm not going to get into them because technically we're not supposed to even have our cameras on. I don't think they'll care if they're our phones on. It's just no photographic, videography, or any kind. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and what time we got now? Yeah, we need to get going because the launch closes at 7. So I will see you guys later.
We'll be back in a moment with a look at what you will see on next week's show. But speaking of malls, Kokomo, Indiana used to have 2 malls. One is called Markham Mall. The other, where Kokomo Town Center is now it used to be called Kokomo Mall. And there used to be this shoe store in the mall called Shoe Sensation. We will be back after this.
When you go to that discount shoe store, you may find a big selection at a good price, but when you need help, where's the service? Hello? At Shoe Sensation, you'll find a large selection of your favorite brand shoes at a great price, and you'll get the service you deserve. Come in now to Shoe Sensation during their kids clearance sale. No matter what kind of shoe it is, if it's for kids, it's on sale. That's the kids clearance sale going on now at Shoe Sensation.
The perfect pair at the perfect price. Shoe Sensation.
One quick final thought before we close out the show this week. As you guys noticed, except for the segments you have watched, which were previously recorded, I have not been driving this whole time as I was recording these host segments. I have had so many reactions from people about podcasts in a car. Most of them good, saying that they like the podcast or they like the idea of doing a podcast like that, while others think that the podcast is a terrible idea, claiming that talking to a camera and driving in a car at the same time is unsafe, and I happen to agree. So with that being said, I have decided that it would be in my best interest in reformatting the show. While it will still be travel themed, featuring great places to shop and eat around central Indiana, we are actually going to film the host segments of the show in a separate studio instead of my car. And that will kind of allow me to actually go off a script instead of in my head. And when I'm driving, I can actually focus on my driving. The name of the podcast will simply be called Indiana Travelogue, and I hope you guys can join us for that. And then next week on our show, we are going to see The Circle of Lights. It's going to be a great time. This is actually the first time I'm going to see them in person, so I'm actually excited. I'm looking forward to it. And with that, that's this edition of Podcast in a Car for this week. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jacob Pyle, and I want to wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving. As always, don't be out drinking and driving, and I will see you guys next time. Until then, for all of us here, happy travels.
This is Colin Fiol speaking. Podcast in a Car is a Pyle Media Ventures presentation which is solely responsible for its content.